Hello there, Alta Sierra, and welcome back. So right now we're going to learn about annotation and how to annotate your reading. I hope you're following along on the HyperDoc, as this is almost your last video, and then you all will be done with our first HyperDoc with virtual learning. So here are our table of contents as always. Our essential question is, how do we use annotations in class, and what can they do to help us? We're going to learn what are annotations, why do we take them? We're going to learn how to annotate, what is expected in each page, and then you're going to get some practice. So reminders and important information. You should be taking focus notes on page 6 of your ISN for annotating. And I will go back really quick so you can see the essential question, or you can go back in the video and pause it, but I'll show it to you really quick so you can pause. So pause the video and write down the essential question. I'll leave it up for about 5 more seconds. All right, so you can either take these notes directly in your ISN, or you can use your own sheet of paper or the template that's on Google Classroom and then tape it in. If you write large, if your handwriting's not the best, or if you are prone to rewriting your notes, which actually is a very good study tip, I recommend you use your own sheet of paper since these notes will only be on page, and that says 4, but it should say 6. These notes will be graded during your ISN check. So ignore page 4, page 6, page 6, page 6. And then at the end of the presentation, you will practice some annotating, and this practice is going to be graded as well during your check, and it will be on page 7. So let's get started. So what is annotating? It's simply making connections with the text. Just like how you interact with your friends, you interact with text. You look at what the text is doing and trying to convey, just like you do with your friends. So for example, me, I'm a very animated speaker. I use my hands a lot. I make faces a lot. You would look at that as you're talking to me to try to understand my mood, what I'm trying to convey, what I believe about what I'm saying. You would do the same with text. So you're looking at the mood, you're looking at the tone, you're looking at the words used, and trying to come up with, what is this text really trying to tell me? What connections can I make? So how do you annotate? Well, the first thing you should do is start by numbering your paragraphs. Go through your reading and number them 1 through whatever. As you read, circle any vocabulary words that you believe are important for the reading. So I'm not looking for you to circle the word science or the word the. We're looking for actual science vocabulary that you believe is important to what we are learning. So I'm going to give you a little hint. Coming up, we're going to be learning about relationships and ecosystems. Ecosystem would be a good vocabulary word. Predatory is a vocabulary word. You're going to underline any important claims, information, or events. Anything you think is important to the text, you should underline. Anything that you're confused about, you're going to put a question mark next to. And then using context clues, which is the paragraph surrounding the question, you're going to try to figure out the answer and write that answer in the column. And your answer may be, I used context clues, like I think this has to do with blank, but I'm not sure. That's an okay answer. It just shows you need to go and do more research. You're going to use the infinity symbol to make connections. So if you want to connect what you've learned to something you've learned in the past, you make the infinity symbol and you write in the margins how it connects to what we've already learned. Oh, this reminds me of this. This reminds me of that. Near any underlined area, we do want you to explain why you underline the text. Why was it important to you? Why does it matter? Why is it important? If it's a date that you think you need to know, you can write, I think this date is important. This date means this. But you really should be explaining to us why there's that connection there. How are you utilizing the text and why did you underline it? Captions. Write in your own words a caption for every single picture. How does the picture relate to the text? Why did the author choose that picture for the text? You're going to answer all the questions. Some readings are going to have questions and others won't, and that's okay. But if there's a question, answer it. And that doesn't just mean the graphic organizers or the multiple choice questions, but if an author poses a question of, why do you think this happens? Try to answer the question to the best of your ability. Now we're going to watch a video on how to annotate. I hope it works. If it doesn't, you're going to see the link. I want you to pause this video and watch the actual video on YouTube. So we're going to try to watch the video. I'll move you guys over here. All right, wonderful. So let's go back. Now, they did say in the video that you can highlight. I am 100% okay with highlights. If you want to highlight words instead of circling them for vocabulary, that's great. If you want to use an orange highlighter to highlight important information, wonderful. Just make sure I know what the highlight colors mean, because they all look pretty much the same except for the color. So just make sure you tell me what they mean ahead of time and you'll still get credit. So now it's your turn. You should have been taking notes during the presentation, and now it's time for you to annotate text. Not only are you going to use the presentation, but use the annotation guide in your interactive notebook. So here's what you're going to do. I'm going to move me up here. Well, I was going to. Whoop, there we go. All right, sorry about that. All right, so you're going to choose any of the two articles below and annotate them. You're going to paste or tape them into your ISN when you're done. You must choose one of the orange articles and one of the green articles. When printing out, I do recommend you print multiple pages on the same sheet, and I'm going to show you how to do that. If you're unable to print, just let me know, because there may be a way for you to annotate on the screen using a Google slide. So just let me know. These links will all be found in Google Classroom, as well as just this page in Google Classroom. So you can click to the links. All right. So let me show you really quick. Again, email me if you have any questions. There's my email. Credits for the slide. You always need to show your credits. So here's one of the articles. This is just one. This is about the orchid secret. And you'll probably go through and you'll be like, this can be long. Some of them are up to 11 pages. And this is why I tell you to print them on multiple sheets. So you're going to click print. And for me, it brings it up again. And I have to click print again. That's my printer. I'm going to click under more settings. I am going to print on both sides. And pages per sheet. And I'm going to choose 4. So it's going to put all 4 pages on my sheet. And it may be harder to read, so you can always just do 2. It's completely up to you. Whatever is easy enough for you to read. Now, I am using Chrome. So if you use Chrome, it should look like this. If you're using something different, there may be a box near your printer that says print or printer settings. Click that and you should find a pages per sheet. If you still need help, just raise your hand in here or send me an email and I'll help you out. But that's how you change your pages per sheet. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy annotating. Again, if you have any questions, if you're watching this during Zoom, just raise your hand or send me an email. Remember the links, which is back here. These links are going to be on Google Classroom. All right, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.